8 signs you're burnt out, not lazy. In our contemporary, high-speed society, the sensation of being unproductive or lazy is a sentiment that resonates with many of us. Nevertheless, it's of paramount importance to discern that what we often hastily label as mere laziness might indeed be indicative of a deeper issue: burnout. Burnout is an intricate state characterized by both physical and emotional exhaustion that emerges from enduring and overwhelming stressors. Astonishingly, its manifestations can masquerade as mere laziness, thereby warranting a closer examination. Here, we present 8 discerning signs that will assist you in making a clear distinction between burnout and laziness. 1. Persistent fatigue. Laziness is typically a conscious decision, a choice to procrastinate or avoid responsibilities. On the contrary, fatigue stemming from burnout is something that often spirals beyond your control. When you find yourself in a perpetual state of exhaustion, persistently tired despite getting a full night's sleep, it might be an unmistakable indicator of burnout taking its toll. In the realm of laziness, your lethargy is often a result of voluntary inactivity or the allure of indulging in idleness. You have the ability to choose to be more active and productive. Conversely, burnout creeps into your life subtly, driven by prolonged stress and overwhelming demands, eventually leaving you drained physically and emotionally. The insidious nature of burnout means that, even when you desire to break free from the exhaustion, it can be incredibly challenging to do so without making significant changes to your lifestyle and priorities. In recognizing this distinction, you empower yourself to take the necessary steps towards recovery and well-being, whether it means setting boundaries, seeking support, or adopting stress management techniques. 2. Decreased motivation. Experiencing a profound lack of inspiration and motivation represents 2 hallmark indicators of being in the throes of burnout. It's crucial to comprehend that when you're grappling with burnout, it's not a matter of not desiring to work. Rather, it's an issue of being utterly incapable of summoning the necessary energy or enthusiasm to engage in your tasks. The sensation of burnout can be likened to a dimming of your internal fire, making even the most appealing tasks seem insurmountable. It's not a mere unwillingness to put in effort but an overwhelming feeling of depletion that hinders your ability to perform at your best. In recognizing these symptoms as potential signs of burnout, you can embark on a journey of self-discovery and recovery. Taking proactive steps to address the root causes of burnout, such as setting boundaries, re-evaluating priorities, and practicing self-care, can reignite your passion and motivation, leading to a more fulfilled and purposeful life. 3. Physical symptoms. The insidious nature of burnout goes beyond affecting just your emotional and mental well-being. It can manifest in tangible physical ways as well. It's important to note that burnout can bring forth a range of physical symptoms, including but not limited to persistent headaches, muscle aches, and digestive issues. These physical manifestations are often notably absent in cases where laziness is the predominant factor. While laziness tends to focus on the psychological aspect of inactivity or procrastination, burnout takes a more comprehensive toll on your overall health. The presence of these physical symptoms underscores the profound and far-reaching impact that burnout can have on your body, emphasizing the critical need to address its root causes for the sake of your holistic well-being. By recognizing these physical signs, you can differentiate between burnout and laziness, leading to a more informed approach to recovery and self-care. 4. Neglecting self-care. Individuals grappling with burnout frequently find themselves inadvertently neglecting crucial self-care practices, such as regular exercise, maintaining a healthy diet, or taking much-needed breaks. In stark contrast, laziness predominantly emerges from a sheer lack of desire or motivation to partake in these very activities. The key distinction lies in the origin of the behavior. Burnout forces individuals into a cycle where they unconsciously disregard self-care due to overwhelming stress and exhaustion. It's not a matter of not wanting to engage in self-care. It's simply a result of being too drained to prioritize it. On the flip side, laziness suggests a conscious decision to neglect self-care, stemming from a reluctance to invest the effort necessary for these essential activities. Understanding this distinction holds immense importance, as it steers us towards customized strategies aimed at our revitalization and recuperation. Distinguishing between burnout and laziness paves the way for a more precise and effective approach to our well-being. For burnout, this may encompass the establishment of clear boundaries and stress management to prevent its recurrence. Conversely, for laziness, it may involve sparking the motivation and discipline needed to re-engage with self-care activities. In essence, recognizing the root cause behind our behaviors is pivotal in shaping our path towards a healthier and more balanced life. It empowers us to tackle our challenges head-on, leading to improved physical and emotional well-being. 5. Reduced productivity. The repercussions of burnout extend far beyond the mere sense of fatigue. They can deal a severe blow to your productivity, diminishing it substantially even when you're putting forth your utmost effort. In stark contrast, laziness generally conveys the idea of a conscious choice to procrastinate or deliberately evade tasks. When burnout sets in, it's as if an invisible weight hampers your ability to perform optimally, despite your sincere endeavors to remain productive. This marked decrease in productivity is a symptom of the physical and emotional exhaustion burnout inflicts. Laziness, on the other hand, often results from a lack of motivation or the allure of instant gratification over exerting effort. It's a deliberate decision to sidestep responsibilities or postpone them. Distinguishing between these two states is crucial, as it directs your actions towards the most appropriate solutions. For burnout, it might entail adopting self-care practices and managing stress, while for laziness, it could involve finding strategies to boost motivation and discipline. 6. Emotional rollercoaster. Burnout has the power to unleash a rollercoaster of emotions, encompassing mood swings, heightened irritability, and a pervasive sense of hopelessness. These emotional fluctuations are intricate components of burnout's repertoire, which are not typically associated with laziness. When burnout takes hold, it's as if your emotional compass goes haywire, subjecting you to intense highs and lows. Mood swings can be triggered by the overwhelming stress and exhaustion that accompany burnout, while irritability and hopelessness may stem from the feeling of being trapped in an unending cycle of fatigue. Conversely, laziness often involves a more stable emotional state, driven by a conscious decision to avoid exertion or delay tasks. While you might experience frustration or guilt due to procrastination, it lacks the emotional volatility characteristic of burnout. Understanding these emotional differences is pivotal in distinguishing between burnout and laziness, enabling you to chart a course towards emotional well-being and productivity restoration accordingly. 7. Increased absenteeism. When you repeatedly find yourself unable to meet work obligations or other commitments, often due to a persistent feeling of being overwhelmed or physically unwell, it's a strong indicator of burnout rather than laziness. Burnout's profound impact can extend beyond your emotional and physical well-being, affecting your ability to fulfill responsibilities. The overwhelming stress and exhaustion associated with burnout can lead to absenteeism as you struggle to cope with your overwhelming workload or emotional turmoil. In contrast, laziness typically involves a conscious choice to skip work or avoid commitments without an underlying sense of being overwhelmed or unwell. It's more of a deliberate decision to procrastinate or prioritize leisure over responsibilities. Recognizing this pattern of absenteeism as a potential sign of burnout is crucial, as it can prompt you to seek support, make necessary lifestyle changes, and ultimately work towards a healthier and more sustainable balance in your life. 8. Loss of interest. The profound impact of burnout often extends to your interests and hobbies, causing you to lose the passion for activities you once found joy in. This is distinctly different from laziness, where you may still hold an interest but consciously opt not to engage in them. When burnout takes hold, it's as if a veil descends upon your once beloved pursuits, dulling the enthusiasm and rendering them less appealing. It's not that your interests have evaporated. Rather, they are overshadowed by the overwhelming sense of fatigue and emotional exhaustion. On the other hand, laziness suggests that your interests remain intact, yet you deliberately choose to postpone or avoid acting on them. It's more a matter of procrastination or preference for immediate gratification over your hobbies. Recognizing this difference is pivotal, as it highlights the unique challenges that burnout presents. Addressing burnout involves not only reigniting your interests but also nurturing your mental and emotional well-being to restore your passion for life's pleasures. Early recognition of burnout signs is paramount for safeguarding both your physical and mental well-being. Should you suspect that you are grappling with burnout, it becomes imperative to take proactive measures, seeking the support and initiating the crucial changes essential to your recovery. These steps might encompass establishing clear boundaries to prevent overexertion, adopting effective stress management techniques to regain equilibrium, or reaching out to professionals who specialize in burnout for expert guidance. By doing so, you can embark on a path towards healing and revitalization, ensuring that burnout does not persist and wreak havoc on your health and overall quality of life. In essence, acknowledging the presence of burnout and taking the necessary steps for its mitigation is an act of self-compassion and self-care, setting the stage for renewed vitality and a brighter future. In summary, it's common to mistakenly attribute declining productivity to laziness, but it's vital to entertain the possibility of burnout. Through a thorough comprehension of the telltale signs and a proactive approach to addressing burnout, you have the opportunity to reclaim your lost vitality, rekindle your motivation, and restore your holistic well-being. Rather than being self-critical or dismissive of your struggles, acknowledging the potential presence of burnout empowers you to take charge of your physical and mental health. By embarking on a journey of self-discovery and healing, you can not only overcome the hurdles of burnout but also pave the way for a brighter and more fulfilling future.